Oh, man.
Hey, hey man, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me still?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. How are you, man?
Uh, yeah, it's just, I'm in between emotions. It's like it's complicated, it's difficult.
It's always like that. That's being a human, right?
Yeah,
And so I kind of your some of your reels resonated with me, and I felt that I could share a message with you that even though I don't know anything about you. Um, I believe that you have the type of energy where this message has the potential to bring an inner peace and stillness. On a kind of, and I know you have that, yeah, sometimes. And that's what I think what I enjoy about your posts when you post those types of posts. But then again, obviously, I also see the posts where you're hurting. And that hurts me. Otherwise, I wouldn't. And I don't even know you, man. And so I just wanted to be open with you. I don't need to know anything about you in order to share this message with you. So I don't need anything from you. But again, it's just nice. I know when I've kind of been through it a bit, it's just nice when people reach out and you feel like someone is got your back a bit. That's all.
it's been very difficult because like the whole spiritual awakening in my experience, it started like last year and it's been going like for months and months. And over this couple of months, I realized that because like when it started with myself last year, I wasn't aware that is going to we will have like a global spiritual. I wasn't aware of that at all. So my mind was like I was way too deep dived like in my personal life, like work wise and everything was. So I had no clue about it. So it just hit me like suddenly, like from nowhere.
Yeah.
And then over the months, then I've realized that what's happening. But like October, November, December, it was just me. So it was
Beautiful.
myself and the entire planet Earth, no one else. It was
Mm.
just myself. So I was on top of the earth. I was like, so I had no clue about anyone else that's going like through similar situations. But over the last 2 months, like February, March, it started to calm down. And then I
Mhm.
realized, wait a second, I'm not alone. Because I thought it's like, like why me, this and that. And then I realized, wait a second, I'm not alone. But also at the same time, I've looked at other people and I've read experiences of other people. But man, it,
It's
like
brutal, isn't it? It's brutal.
yes, because
Yeah.
like you have memories of your past lives, and
Mm.
I'm like it's okay. I understand. You feel life. Yes, you feel. And I talk. I like in real time. I talk with my spirit guide. So she responds back to me like she vibrates my feet, like she nods my head, like stuff. So in real time, I talk to her.
Mm.
And but she's not. It's not like I'm hearing voices in my head or stuff like that. All she can do, she just send me signs. She nods my head and she sends me thoughts, vibrations, visions, stuff like
Energy.
that.
Yep.
And I keep telling her, like, my love, like, yes, like everybody's meant to feel life. But like at this level, like 2 nights before, she showed me the entire universe. Like I had a vision, like it just hit me, and I was like, just start crying like so deep, and I just couldn't stop.
And now, though, 2 days later, as a man, you know you can handle that, can't you? What you now know, that knowing that's been shared with you for a reason, which is no reason, okay? It's just information for you to empower you. And it doesn't mean anything. It will only have meaning to you. So you need to use it for you. It's for you at the minute. You need to stay in yourself in terms of that energy and not be afraid of it ever. I don't know if you are, but never, ever, ever be afraid of it, because it's the entrance to
Oh, no, no,
an
no.
inner.
I have
No,
I have no more fear. So I
perfect.
had a lot of
Okay,
fear
cool.
in the past.
I told you I didn't know anything about you.
Yeah, I did have a lot of fear like inside me. So like, cause I had like episodes and days where she would test me in some ways, and
Yeah.
then when I was having those outbreaks, my hands would start shaking, and my palms would sweat, but would sweat a lot. So that's when my palms were sweating. That's when I knew that the negative energy was getting out of me, like the fear and everything.
Mm,
And I had a point like I died. I do not
mm,
know how. She took the soul. So the
hmm.
soul that from this body, from this physical body, she took it out. It wasn't myself. I was just meditating. She
I,
took it out,
I would
and then she
argue
put
that I would argue that you merged with it, with
it. Yeah,
with the single source, with the single energy. I would argue that, and that nothing was taken ever, that you let go and you merged with the source, which is where you came from, which is why it makes sense. And it also, as scary or as weird as it may have been, inside the sensations, it felt like home.
it did. It did.
Yeah.
Indeed, it did. Like when I was there, like when I was
Yeah.
on the other side, it felt like
Okay.
and after that happening, this was like last year. So after that intense, I think that was one of the most intense like deep stays that I've been like in my entire life. And after that happened, I told her like, you know what, you can, because I know she has the power, like she can snap her finger and like she can take the life out of this body. I know this for sure. And I told her like, my love, like after that happening, I am ready to go whenever. I am not
Of
afraid
course,
anymore.
man. Of course. Of course.
I am ready, like,
Because that reflection is you, brother. That's you're
yeah,
talking to yourself. That was the fear gone. Yeah. Yes, you shared it when you merged, but there all expectation went, all maintenance went, all
yes,
guilt went, all grief went, all anxiety and resentment went. That's what went. No, that's what was taken. That's what you merged with. Instead of all of that being trapped in you, you merged with the bigger energy, the unified source. And like anything, right? If I've got a cup of water, I've got a cup of water. But if I tip it into a swimming pool, it's now part of the swimming pool.
exactly.
That's you. You've but that's you just realizing you've always been the swimming pool. You've never been a cup of water. You thought you were. It's like they've got 8.3 billion people thinking they're a cup of water and that everything else is on the outside of the cup. And that's just our conditioned mind. That's how we've all been raised. That's how we've been educated. That's for some people, it's their faith or religion. Very much so the education system, very much so the crap in all of the food, the drink, the medicines that they're pumping down everybody. And you're right, the world is waking up because these bodies don't lie. Look at the bodies, right, of the people who are struggling the most. And I was one of those until I started nourishing my body and prioritizing it, instead of abusing it.
Indeed,
Um,
indeed.
and how do you, in terms of that kind of nothingness where you was just off, right, what you refer to, is that a space that you can get yourself to at all whenever you want?
Yeah, whenever I meditate, I can go there. Whenever I meditate, I'm gone. Like, cause I have like this, I lose senses in my physical
Yeah, yeah,
body,
beautiful, beautiful.
and it's like a magnetic field forms around my body, and I have like I have my North Pole, South Pole, and I'm disconnected like from the Earth. So I'm
Mm.
like this in this. There's a different location, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't feel connected with the physical Earth anymore.
No,
But like I mean its
you,
energy.
of course, that's what everything is,
Yeah.
right? Everything is. And what I focus on is something called non-duality. Okay. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Are you familiar with non-duality?
Uh, a little bit, yeah. Like
Okay.
they refer to the state of just being inert, like you're not on the positive neither negative. You're just like
Well,
inert.
no, that's one of the symptoms of non-duality, one of the outcomes. Yeah. Um, And what it can do for people, if I explain it to you in a minute and then I show you it, um, as I said at the beginning, from my experience, brother, it tends to bring the still and peace. Brings the merging of that energy to another level, and you can do it instantly whenever you want to. You don't have to meditate. You can just go bang. You can talk to people and be in it. You can go running and be in it. You can drive and be in it. You can sit here on Zoom and be in it. But it takes a few seconds, and it is that source energy, and it's a very, very radical and direct route to that home, to that homeostasis, because that's what it actually is. It's that body without thoughts, which is how it was born, right? And then it got conditioned, and it had to learn and meet expectations and be on time and all that stuff. All right. So if you're open to it, if you're feeling nice and safe where you are right now, I'd be happy. I'd love to share it with you.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah. Okay, man. Okay.
I think like I think I know what you're talking about like a little bit. I'm not 100% sure because I do have like experiences where like I feel like I'm meditating with my eyes open like
Yep.
at moments, and it's like it's similar to that. I think
You're going to
I'm
do that as part of this. You'll do that as part of this, but you'll do it in a way that will blow your brain. You know, like
yeah.
that morning sunrise feeling. Yeah, you'll be able to drop into that in 1 second whenever you want,
Nice.
if you want. Yeah. So I will show you this, and we are recording this. So basically, you'll get a link, so you'll be able to use this afterwards in your earphones. Yeah. Um, so just try and put your phone. Can you lean your phone on something where you're not having to hold it, where you can truly relax? And but I do. So I do want to see you though, just so I can
Oh
keep an
yeah, yeah,
eye
yeah.
on you.
Yeah, I'll
Make
get it.
just be get yourself comfortable, but it'd be good if you're not holding or responsible for anything. Perfect. 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 That is good. Yeah. Wrap up that dressing gown. Don't worry. Cross your legs. All right, brother. So I just, do whatever you would normally do. This first one, I'm going to ease you into it, okay? Just to give you to show you the route in, but then you'll realize you know this route in and you just forgot it. All right? It's not nothing new, okay? It's unknowing.
Cool.
All right. Okay. So just do what you would normally do to calm yourself, get your breath in a nice cyclical rhythm, breathing nice and deep into your abdomen, noticing where the air is coming in and out of your body for no reason. This is just what's happening now in this directness, in this instant, in this moment, this instantaneous moment. This second is the only thing that's real, isn't it? Everything else is a thought. That's right. So, in that knowing that this is all there is, this is it, I want you to visualize yourself as the first and only human on the planet. Everything else is the same. All the beautiful animals and the child, or everything's the same. So visualize that you're the only person here. So you're the first person here. Is there already language? Does language exist? Human to human language, and you're the first one here. Would that exist at that point? Okay, cool. And you turned up with a watch on as well. What does that mean? Does that mean anything to you? You're the first person here. Is that any good to you, the watch? No, because time doesn't exist yet and language doesn't exist yet. They're both man-made concepts, aren't they? Okay. That means, brother, every single word, every single one has been made up by a human, and we've got no idea. Every single one. It's all a mystery, doesn't it? Really? Visualize a tree, a beautiful, huge tree, magical, moving and still all at the same time. So have you just been learned to call that taught to call that a tree? So what are you visualizing without language? There's no words. You don't need to speak, but feel it. Feel it in your body. Let it flush through you, okay? If you can, brother, try and stop nodding. And I'm talking stillness like you've never been still before. Don't worry about me, all right? I can see you. That's the important thing. So you don't need to nod and you don't need to speak. So take a big, deep breath in the knowing that the past isn't here. It's not real. It's just a thought, isn't it? It's not real. The past is not real and the future is not real. The past has been or has occurred. The future will never occur because it's always this instant. It's always now. It's always this moment. The only future that exists is in the head, in the mind. And in this stillness, without language and without a past and a future, brother, what do you believe? Be nice and still. Feel it. What do you believe? Without a past and a future, what do you believe in this instant? Not anything you've been learned or beliefs or taught. Without a past and a future, what do you believe in this moment? Is it silent up there? Is it gone? It should be. And whilst you're up there, I want you to look, go and look between the words, go and look between thoughts and no thoughts, and let that happen. Look between thoughts and no thoughts. So whatever you're looking at, knowing, it's just learned, it's conditioning, it's education, it's made up. Whatever you are looking at, unlabel it. Unlabel whatever seeing is happening, unlabel, 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 unlabel. What are you looking at, brother?
Just just a spot on the wall, like but nothing.
What are you looking at without language? Keep looking at it, unlabel it. What are you looking at without language? And notice what the mind isn't doing. In this directness, brother, what isn't the mind doing? What isn't the body doing? What's gone? In this openness, in this stillness, in this silence, in this direct instant, this is all there is. This isnness right here, this direct experience. Nothing else is real. There's nothing tomorrow. There's nothing next. There's this. It's always this. There's not two thises. And we have 8.3 billion people stuck in their thoughts of the future and the past, not this, where there's never anything happening in this stillness and this silence, brother. Do you feel that there is nothing ever happening outside of thoughts? In the 20 minutes we've been talking, what's been good, what's been bad, what's right, what's wrong, what's come, what's gone, what's been lost, what's been gained? None of nothing. It's all thoughts. It's all judgment. It's all words. It's all language. It's all concepts. It's all laws. It's all social constructs. It's all religions. It's all made up to cripple us. And there's nothing happening ever. Side of the thoughts that you believe, then you create drama from them, and then you that becomes your life. That's why people like us have a life until we realize this, brother, this, this directness, this stillness, and we step out of our injured child masculinity for the last time up into our man masculinity, and we stay there forever. We wake up to the beauty, to the freedom that is already, that is boundless already, to this playground that we call Earth. And without a past and a future, what's between doing and not doing? I rambled on for 10 minutes. So let's just have a little chat. How are you feeling, brother? Feeling, not thinking, feeling.
Peaceful.
There's nothing you can do with it. It just is, isn't it? The isness. That's enlightenment, brother. That's awakening. That's here now. That what you connected to, that still energy, that's that nothingness. When you look between the words, you see how language fails. That's why the mind goes silent when you look between words and no words. Look between words and no words in stillness. Do it now and watch how quick you can drop into that stillness without meditating, without closing your eyes, without doing any of that crazy shit, because it's just another story. It's just more words.
Yeah.
We're just creating a next, and there ain't a next, is it? Find me a next, brother, that's real. Tell me what your next thought's going to be before it comes. It's impossible. We're not in control here, brother. That's why that's why us kind of people, us energetic, feely people, really struggle with this normal world because it ain't normal. It's all bollocks. We're the ones that see normal, but none of it makes sense because we see normal. That stillness is the normal. That's you. That's the awareness. In stillness and silence, brother, I want you to breathe into your lower abdomen. And as you breathe out, without speaking or moving, watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts. Brilliant. Stay there for no reason. That is watching the thoughts, that's you, brother. The awareness of the thoughts, that is aware, that is aware of what is being seen, unlabeled, that's you, that pure essence, not the conditioned mind. That stillness is now we've shut down the conditioning through this message. That's why you feel that stillness and calm in your body, because your body now knows where it is. It knows where home is. It knows what it is and who it is. And it doesn't need to believe any stories or words, because all there is this. All there has ever been is this. All there will ever be is this. This isness, this beautiful, this energy, this boundless, unconditional love that is continuously unfolding for no reason, for nobody. And nothing needs a story around it, my man. You're done. How are you feeling now, honestly? Without thinking, how are you feeling? Go into your gut. How are you feeling?
Feel so peaceful, and I
Yeah.
love it because when I get like to this state of calmity, when I breathe out, I can feel the vibration being sent towards my feet. So the moment I breathe out, I can feel like my feet vibrating.
Let's go deeper. Go to stillness again. You can drop straight in to the stillness. Watch this. Go. Now, those words that just come out your mouth, I want you to go and look for the I that was feeling it. You said, I was feeling it in my feet. Go and find the I that is real. Or is that the mind just trying to grab this experience and put a story around it? Because nothing's happened. It's just sensations. That's what happens as a human. And when our body releases energy like this, brother, because it finally feels safe, it knows its truth, it knows who it is, and it doesn't have to worry anymore, that's enlightenment. That's what you're feeling. That's that nothingness. Try and find me a thought now.
Um,
Have you ever not been able to find a fault? But watch this. Watch this. Think of a big red strawberry. That works, doesn't it? Think what you've had to eat today. That works, doesn't it?
yeah,
Right. So thoughts have stopped, thinking continues. This is you, brother, present, using the mind for what it's designed for thinking, not for thoughts. The thoughts is the conditioned bit. You don't have nothing to do with that. It's all lies. It's not what's happening in the isness. In the isness, there's never anything happening, my man. And you feel that, huh? And you don't ever have to do anything with that. That's the beauty of awakening, of enlightenment.
yes,
It's called, go on.
yeah. Like you become so aware that just as you did earlier, you asked me like to think of something like there's nothing like you like your question from my perspective make no sense.
Hmm. Do you
Like
want
to
to
my
hear something else that doesn't make any sense, but is the most beautiful thing? The other thing that's happened, the real prize, brother, you didn't think about any of that, what just been said. That wasn't the conditioned character of Johnny speaking, was it? That was your soul feeling and understanding the feelings for the first time because you sat with it and you connected with the inside feelings instead of putting a story on the outside and just creating a next.
yeah.
There's never a next, brother. There's always this, always.
It's beautiful because like I am in my own bubble. I can understand your words, your question. You direct your question towards me, but because I am in my bubble, I can understand it. But like this bubble, this energetic bubble, it kind of rejects it because there's no thoughts in my
Yeah,
bubble.
that's right, man. That's
Yeah,
called so that's called non-duality, right? Not two. That's what non-duality is, not two. So there's not that physical me and then the me in the head anymore. The me in the head has died now. There's just the energy. There's memories of past isnesses. This is just what is, right? And everyone that's come before is just lodged in the memory bank, in the database up here. There's no story, there's no time, there's no timeline. That's all made up in your head. It's always nothing. It's always fresh. It's always this. And there's never anything we can do about it. Ever. No matter how much effort, how much seeking, how much crying, how much anger, how much resentment, how much drugs, how much booze, how much work, how much screaming. Even after all of that, guess what? There's still only this.
yeah. It's it,
No. Don't put
yeah,
words around it. You can't. Don't. You'll lose it. That's how you lose it. And you don't need to talk to people about this, brother. It's not, they won't get it. They won't understand and they'll think you're mental. I've been through it. And that's why I know what type of people this works for and those that it brings peace to. And I love you so much, man. But be the man now, not the damaged child anymore. All right, man. And you can only ever do something when you're here in this isness. You can only ever do something with that body in the instant, in this instant. All right. Everything else is a thought. It's never going to happen. That's why we go round and round. Oh, why can't I do that? Why didn't I do that? And all this guilt and shame but there's nothing to do now. It's
just
done.
be, yeah, just be in the present moment and just
Be careful. Moment in first time. There's just what is. Be careful. The mind will try and grab it and use what it knows to build a story around what is because it's all it knows. It doesn't know this. Told you I used the word unknowing. The mind doesn't know unknowing because it is its ego death. That's the death of Johnny. And when you go and look between doing and not doing in stillness, you feel that. In this stillness, brother, I want you to look between fear and no fear and just feel everything in your body. Do you feel anything? Any twinges? Any? contraction, any tightness, any pain? Or is there just beautiful isness?
Just vibration. That's all. Vibration.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. And you know
Nothing.
what? You've never not had that, brother. All right. You've never not had that. You've just been stuck in the stories of my life, which aren't real. Okay. You can't do anything with that stuff. Everything you've learned builds a prison because it's all you know. And because it's all you know, it becomes your beliefs. And then when things become your beliefs, they're like, that's you. All your habits are based around it, your causes, your behaviors. They're all based around beliefs, right? But beliefs are just made up. So when that all falls away with the words like this, what's between a belief and no belief?
Nothing. It is nothing.
Yeah. What's behind the belief? Without a past and a future, what's a belief? See how the mind works? It's just tricky, isn't it? It's brutal, man. Yeah. It's not.
It can't think about like I can hear belief and it's like nonsense.
Yeah, exactly, my man.
It's like
Perfect.
no,
Yeah. Awesome. That's
like
it.
I would like if I could, I would replace the word belief with feel.
Yeah. Well,
Just feel.
the feeling is the belief is generally a reaction to a feeling. Okay, so that a thought and the mind will spin up based on a reaction, a response to one of the five senses. I'm sure you're aware of that: sight,
Yeah,
sound, smell, taste, and feeling. Okay, a feeling can be someone touching you, or it can be an inner sensation. So there's those five things that trigger thoughts. The only other thing that triggers thoughts is another thought. You know, when we get a thought and we add to it a thought about a thought about a thought. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so in this instance, right? Let's say when you in your darkest moment, when you had that pain in your chest and your tummy, and you didn't know what to do with yourself, in this stillness, in this directness, in this instant, when you're looking back, what was actually happening, brother, in that moment, in your darkest, most painful experience? What was actually outside of the stories? What was actually happening?
Like like my inner being, which is also it was inside but also outside everywhere. It was just struggling like to clean itself or something like this.
Yeah, but do you see how that's just a story? Because actually, nothing was happening, was it? Not on the outside. Not nothing was. It was all stuff you thought was happening to you. But when we go bang in the stillness, does the letters YOU describe what I'm looking at? Can you be a you? Does that say anything? Does Johnny say anything? Does Ionut say anything? It's just a label, man. So without labels, without language, what are you? Sit still. What are you? Keep the breath going. What are you? Without language, what are you?
Life, creation.
Part of it, isn't it? It's just what is. Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's been labeled Johnny or Planet or whatever it's been labeled. But what it is that what was watching the thoughts, that awareness. All right. Go there. Are you watching your thoughts? Keep still. Breathe if you need to. It should be nice and still. You're watching your thoughts, yeah? In this stillness and silence, can you also sense you are aware that you are aware that you're watching your thoughts? You're aware, aren't you, of that? You're aware that you're aware that you're watching. Yeah, man, that's you. That first awareness is you. That's it. That's why it's funny. That's home, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Because in that awareness is the thoughts, is the sight, is the feeling, is the sound, is the smell, is the taste. But it's up there. It's right up there. Yeah, you know exactly where it is now. Watch your thoughts and then go and look for that is watching. That's you, man. Not the stories and the bullshit. That pure clarity without words. It's your energy, that pure, unboundless love for no reason, for nobody. It just is, and it's always there. We don't have to go and sit in a cave for 5 years meditating. It's here. It's us. We just
So,
never taught it, man. We're distracted from it all the time. We numb it all the time. We're afraid of it all the time. We're afraid of ourselves. But this is what you get when you face up to the fear, brother. When you are prepared to let go of everything you know and been taught, and you actually connect with what is in this instant for no reason. That's home. Welcome back.
thank you so much.
Okay, my man. Good. Go and relax and be gentle with yourself today. You don't have to, can't do anything with this. It's not going to go anywhere. Don't worry. The second you try and start doing something with it, you'll lose it because the thoughts will come back in and this, you know what I mean? Not that there's anything to lose, but the veil will come down again, you know? So just keep it raised. And when you feel the veil coming down, meditation, exercise, diet, sleep. Nothing else. Nothing else. They're the meds. Meditation, exercise, diet, sleep. Nothing else, brother. I don't know if you're on medication, but just clean yourself up. Good man. Nourish your body as you look like you do anyway. But you don't have to do it for a show, for a reason. It's just that's what happens because we like to look after our bodies. Don't have to put a story around it. And the fact that 8.3 billion people are abusing their bodies unconsciously because they think they're living in a life. Yeah. And they've got to attain and achieve and win and beat everyone and be seen to be the most amazing at everything to gain approval, virtue signal. It's nothing's happening outside of the stories of our mind in our mind. But knowing how to still that, silence that, and to learn your own truth and to never that you can't unknow this now, can you, brother?
Obviously. Once
Yeah,
there's no way back, no
yeah.
turning back.
Love you, man. Brilliant. I'll drop you a message in a couple of hours just to see how you're doing, okay? But any problems, give me a shout. But just slow down, treat it like a playground, gracefully from the heart and with respect. Don't hurt yourself, don't hurt anyone else. That's it. There's no other rules. Gracefulness with love, don't hurt yourself, don't hurt anyone else.
Simple as
Because you're
that.
all right, mate. For no reason, for nobody. Just enjoy yourself, brother, okay?
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it,
Good.
brother.
I'll send you a link to this. Okay. Are you happy to share this link if I put it on to share it publicly, or would you like to watch it on your own first?
Yeah, no, no, yeah, you can share it. Yeah, no, yeah, no
Beautiful, man.
problem with that.
Okay, all right. It'll be a few hours. I'll upload it all. I'm in Lanzarote with a crappy internet, so if it's not here today, it'll be somewhere. It'll be you'll have it tomorrow. All right, mate.
Cool.
All right, brother. I love you, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Thank
Don't
you.
try
Much
and
love.
do it. Don't try and do anything with this. Don't try and tell people. They're not going to understand. This was your energy. All right. Just start loving you, prioritizing you. All right.
Yes.
See you, brother.
Well, thank you very much, brother. Have a good day. Thank you
Uh,
so much. Much
oh,
love. Much
bye
love.
bye.
Thank you.